Hi, I'm Damian and I'm representing Team GB at the World Transplant Games in Argentina. Well, I learnt to swim as a young boy in the wild west coast waters of New Zealand. You had to learn how to swim very quickly, otherwise you weren't going to be on this planet for much longer. I was the first person to swim across the north end of the Kaipara Harbour, and I've moved into pool swimming really because I want to highlight the cause of transplant sport and organ donation. I was diagnosed about 20 years ago with a combination of quite rare conditions and given about 12 months 50-50 chance of seeing out the year. So I managed to prove them wrong on that occasion. However, I had repeated issues with my liver condition, and was assessed for a transplant in February and transplanted 2nd of March 2012. At Nuffield I use the Paddington and Reading facilities, and the great thing is they both mirror each other. So for me, what's really important is the 20-metre pools they provide there. I also use the physios and nutrition advice I've got there. I've also had the privilege of a 360 health assessment from Nuffield, and that was great because what it did is allow me to benchmark myself as a 56-year-old man 2 years out of liver transplant and how I compared to the general population. Training as a post-transplant athlete, you face a number of new challenges. Primarily, your primary challenge is you can never guarantee your health. You do have setbacks. The medication, I'm on very low levels of medication, but it still gives you side effects. You have days when you're just not well. And even though you had this marvellous gift, you have to live within constraints. People say your first games is quite an emotional event, and I thought, well, I don't really, that's what people think, that's what they can think. But I remember getting up on the starting blocks and well, it hits you how lucky you are to be there. We'll never know who that person is, but their gift gave me another 20-30 years of healthy living. I'm trying now to be calmer, to realise that while I'm pushing and I want to achieve a lot of things with a second chance, I have to stay calm and just enjoy each moment, and just to enjoy the pleasure of being alive. You can either accept what happens to you, or you have to do something about it. And for good or bad, I'm one of those people who tries to push through. At the Transplant Games in Argentina, I'm swimming for Team GB in the 50, 100, 200 and 400 metre freestyle events. I go there obviously to highlight the cause, to compete as a transplant swimmer, and you celebrate the fact that we can compete. But when I'm on that starting block, I'm there to win.